Welcome to online tutorial class. I am Anamika, Assistant Professor, Department of Psychology, JL College, Hajipur. Today we'll discuss education and its types. This topic comes from TDC third part and the paper is Educational Psychology. People always say that we never stop learning as long as we are alive. Sometimes we are not even aware that we are being schooled. Education comes to us in all shapes and forms. In this video, I will tell you about different types of education and their characteristics. Now, what is education? Education is a gradual process which brings positive change in human life and behavior. We can define education as a process of acquiring knowledge through study or imparting the knowledge by way of instruction or some other practical procedure. Education brings a natural and lasting change in an individual's reasoning and ability to achieve the targeted goal. It facilitates us to investigate our own consideration and thoughts and makes it ready to express it in various shapes. Education is the main thing that encourages us to distinguish between right and wrong, because in the absence of education we can't do what we need or we can't achieve our goal. It is additionally the way to our faith, as achievement can only be accomplished when individuals have information, aptitudes, and frame of mind. In this way, education resembles a medium through which we can associate with various individuals and offer our thought. To tackle issues and do inventiveness, we first need to gain proficiency with some essential abilities. We require learning and ability to wind up increasingly imaginative. So, education is fundamentally learning of abilities and ideas that can make us increasingly innovative and issue solver. Education is to pick up the capacity to develop and take care of issues in order to achieve their lawful motives. Now, types of education. Education may be broadly divided into formal, informal, and non-formal education. Now we'll discuss all types of education. First, formal education. Formal education or formal learning usually takes place in the premises of a school, where a person may learn basic academic or trade skills. Small children often attain a nursery or kindergarten, but often formal education begins in elementary school and continues with secondary school. Formal education also encompasses undergraduate and postgraduate studies, as long as they follow the system set by the government bodies that country's educational systems. The formal education is given by specially qualified teachers. They are supposed to be efficient in the art of instruction. It also observes strict discipline. The student and the teacher both are aware of the fact and engage themselves in the process of education. Now, the characteristics of formal education. The main characteristics of formal educations are: first, planned with particular end in view. Formal education is planned with a particular end in view. It is given in school, college, and similar other institutions which are established with the purpose. In this way, it is direct schooling, instruction, and tuition. Second, limited to a specific period. Formal education is limited to a specific period or stage. It is provided according to certain set rules and regulations. It is in the form of systematic, planned, and guided instruction. Next, well-defined and systematic curriculum given by a specially qualified teacher. Formal education given by a specially qualified teacher, they are supposed to be efficient in art of instruction. Includes activities outside the classroom. In modern progressive schools, the process of education is not merely restricted to the four walls of classroom. There are more activities outside the classroom than inside it. Observes strict discipline. Formal education observes strict discipline. The pupil and the teachers are both aware of the fact and engage themselves in the process of education. It may, however, be mentioned that any process of teaching which involves supervision, instruction, set plan, definite aims and principle amount to the formal education. Now, example of formal education: learning in classroom, school grading certification, college and universities degrees are example of formal education. Planned education of different subject having a proper syllabus acquired by attending the institution is another example of formal education. Advantage of formal education. What is the advantage of formal education? The first, an organized educational model and up-to-date course content are available in formal education. Students acquire knowledge from trained and professional teachers. In formal education, structure and systematic learning process being proceed. Intermediate and final assessments are ensured to advance students to the next learning phase. Institutions are managerially and physically organized, leads to a formal recognized certificates. And the last advantage of formal education is easy access to jobs. There is some disadvantage of formal education also. Sometimes brilliant students are bored due to the long wait for the expiry of academic session to promote to the next stage. Chances of bad habits adoption may be alarming due to the presence of both good and bad students in the classroom. Wastage of time, as some lazy students may fail to learn properly in spite of motivation by the professional trainer. Some unprofessional and non-standard education system may cause the wastage of time and money of the students, which lead to disappointment from formal education and argue them to go for non-formal education. And the most disadvantage of formal education is costly and rigid education. It is costly and rigid education as compared to other forms of learning. Now, the second types of informal education. Informal education may be parent teaching a child how to prepare a meal or ride a bicycle. Informal education include anything as simple as a parent teaching from child in a passing. For example, when an adult teach a child how to tie shoelaces within 5 minutes, this is also a form of informal education. Basically, anything that is outside the four walls of a classroom that is taught by someone who is not trained to be a teacher can be considered informal education. People can also get an informal education by reading many books from a library or educational websites. Informal education is when you are not studying at school and do not use any particular learning method. In this type of education, conscious efforts are not involved. It is neither pre-planned nor deliberate. It may be learned at some marketplace, hotel, or at home. Unlike formal education, informal education is not imparted by an institution such as a school or college. Informal education is not given according to any fixed timetable. There is not no set curriculum required. Informal education consists of experiences and actually living in the family and communities. Somewhat similar to the hidden curriculum, informal education also happens outside the structured curriculum. In other words, informal education, the process through which a person gains knowledge outside the strict confinement of formal education. Example of informal education. Teaching the child some basics such as numerical characters. Someone learning his or her mother language like a Bengali man learned Bengali language. A spontaneous type of learning. A child can have a formal education during class hour by attending a school. After school, they have after school programs like clubs or team sports that help them learn other skills. This is a kind of informal education. Or if their class take a field trip to a museum, library or anywhere educational, this is also considered informal education. Characteristics of informal education. It is independent of boundary walls. It is accidental and spontaneous. Informal education is incidental and spontaneous. There is no conscious effort involved in it. Courteousness, gentleness learned in a marketplace or in a hotel or in one's sitting room amount to informal education. It has no definite syllabus and has no timetable. Informal education is not given according to any fixed timetable or through formal means of education. There are no set curriculum required. Informal education consists in experiences and actual living in the family or communities. It is not pre-planned and has no timetable. No fee are required as we get informal education through daily experience and by learning new things. It is a lifelong process in a natural way. The certificate degrees are not involved and one has no stress for learning the new things. You can get from any sources such as media, life experience, friend, family, etc. Now, advantage of informal education. The first advantage of informal education is more naturally learning process as you can learn at anywhere and at any time from your daily experience. It involves activities like individuals and personal research on a topic of interest for themselves by utilizing books, libraries, social media, internet, or getting assistance from informal trainers. Utilize a variety of techniques. No specific time span. Less costly and time efficient learning process is the most basic advantage of informal education. No need to hire expert as most of the professionals may be willing to share their precious knowledge with the students or public through social media and the internet. Learners can be picked up the requisite information from books, TV, radio or conversation with their friends, family members. Now, disadvantage of informal education. Informal education acquired from the internet, social media, TV, radio or conversation with friends, family members may lead to the disinformation. Utilized technique may not be appropriate. No proper schedule or timetable in informal education. No unpredictable result, which is simply the wastage of time. Lack of confidence in the learner. Absent of discipline, attitude, and good habit. These are some disadvantages of informal education. Now the last types of education is non-formal education. Non-formal education must be distinguished from formal and informal education and differs from them. J.P. Naik was the father of non-formal education. The explosion of human knowledge and the changing need of society have urged upon different from the traditional one. This has given rise to a new form of education called non-formal open education. Thus, it may be defined as an organized and planned system of education outside school given on the certain specific subjects with freedom, flexibility, and economy. This education remains open to all people. The system is an open one with regard to various aspects of education like admission, curriculum, place of instruction, mode of instruction, and the time and duration of instruction. Open universities, open learning, and the distance education courses are the various examples of such a system. It is a very important mode through which India's goals of a universal elementary education and literacy are being promoted. The IGNOU and NIOS have been centrally operating from New Delhi, and part-time non-formal education centers are typical example of this system. It has a slogan, reaching to the unreachable. Now the characteristics of non-formal education. The non-formal education is planned and take place apart from a school system. Emphasis is on self-learning. The timetable and syllabus can be adjustable in non-formal education. Unlike theoretical formal education, it is practical and vocational education. Non-formal education has no age limit. Few certificates may or may not be necessary in non-formal education. It may be full-time or part-time learning, and one can earn and learn together. It involves learning of professional skills. Examples of non-formal education. Boy Scout, Girls Guides develop some sports programs such as swimming comes under non-formal education. Fitness programs, community-based adult education courses, free courses for adult education developed by some organizations are example of non-formal education. Now, the advantage of non-formal education. Practice and vocational training is the main feature of non-formal education. Naturally growing minds that do not wait for the system to amend. Literacy with skillfulness growth in which self-learning is appreciated. Flexibility in age, curriculum and time. Open Indian education system in which both the public and private sectors are involved in the process. No need to control regular exams. Diploma, certificates and awards are not essential to be awarded. Now, disadvantage of non-formal education. Attendance of participant is unsteady. Sometimes it's just wastage of time as there is no need to conduct the exam on regular basis and no degree diploma is awarded at the end of the training session. Basic reading and writing skills are crucial to learn. No professional and trained teacher are required in non-formal education. A student may not enjoy full confidence as the regular students enjoy. Some institutions provide fake certificates through online course just for sake of earning is this disadvantage of non-formal education. Now the conclusion of this video is education is one of the fundamental need of modern man. The concept of education in formal, non-formal and informal contexts in a lifelong learning perspective is crucial because it should be one of the solutions to improve the employability of people and the responsibility of individuals in uninterruptedly feeding their own social, intellectual and cultural capital. Thank you and enjoy learning.